What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? Today we're going to be making a patty melt, and I was in the store and I saw some ground beef and I said, let's make a patty melt. I got a couple of small onions here. If you have a larger onion, use it, but I am just going to be using a couple of small ones. I'm going to be making enough for maybe 3 sandwiches. Because of the size of these, I think you see why we're only going to end up using 2 small ones for 3 sandwiches. This is going to end up rendering down quite small anyway. So, yeah. When you see how easy this is, you're going to be like, why haven't I done this before? But we're going to put a little olive oil, something like that. Don't put any butter in there unless it's clarified, because if not, it's going to end up kind of burning. Throw our onions. And we want to keep this on like I'd say a medium low. We don't want this too hot, because what we're going to do is we're going to caramelize these onions. And if you have it too high of a temperature, you're not going to caramelize, you're going to burn, you know. We want these guys to turn a nice golden color, nice little brown there. We're going to end up making a sauce for this, which quite honestly, you don't really need to make the sauce. But this makes it look like you're skilled at what you do. But it's not really necessary, because all the stuff I'm going to be adding, you just put on individually. But it's the typical stuff you would see on a hamburger. We're going to end up putting some mustard on here. We're going to be putting some ketchup on here. I'm going to put a little Worcestershire sauce in here, but not a lot. And we're going to be putting a little bit of mayonnaise in this. But that's our sauce. I'm going to give these a couple more minutes, and then it's time to throw the beef in there. Alright, so I've turned up the heat a little bit, and I've got some ground beef here, and we want to bust this up. Add our seasoning, so we're going to end up putting our black pepper. Although we're going to put onion in this, we're going to put a little bit of onion powder too. We're going to put a little bit of garlic powder. Something like that. You can add anything else you want. You want to add paprika, add paprika. If you want to add cayenne pepper, or you want to add Creole seasoning, you do whatever you want. This is yours. The heat on this has been jacked up a little bit, because we want the bottom of this to kind of brown up a little bit more. I mean, this is fully cooked, but by kind of getting that fried portion of the meat, it's going to end up adding flavor to this. And then so we're just going to let this set for a couple more minutes. All the water's been evaporated. Now it's only fat and meat. That's been on there for a couple minutes. I'm going to put the onion back in. Mix that up. And now we're going to end up adding our cheese to it. You can put the cheese on afterwards if you like. American cheese. We might end up doubling up the cheese just for the hell of it. Okay, so our filling is done. We're going to take this, we're going to put it on a plate. And instead of using butter, I'm going to use mayo. And this is something I just recently learned, that it actually works quite well. And even though it seems strange, it shouldn't, because this has got oil and egg in it. Let's take this off, and you can see it's just like French toast. We're going to throw the other one on. And I'm using a lot of mayo, but you don't have to. You can use a minimal amount, and it'll be just fine. We end up piling some of that on the bottom there. I'm going to take another piece of American cheese, and I'm going to throw it on top of the meat that I had just placed on there. Take this off and throw it on top. And throw it back in. And that is hot. Ooh-wee, that is hot. but that will definitely melt the cheese in there. And And here in just a second, we'll take it off and cut it, and you can see what it's going to look like. Throw it back here on that plate. I know everybody always wants to see what the inside looks like, right? So we'll do that right now. But there you go, guys. Patty melt. And if you want to triple this up, you can. Why the hell not? It's your sandwich, right? Try that. It's awesome. Anyway, guys, till next time. Talk to you later.